signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is March 28, 2022. It is 4:30 a.m. This was one of the prayers that I did on my last video. Let's go to my back end. I did a refresh on this a few minutes ago, but I don't think it's gonna change. Let's do it again for the sake of this video. Okay, $317.85. For the first time, it remains that. But let's see around 6 a.m. after my new video come out if this change. All right, so I'm gonna continue with like a reflection on what the tour, the Caribbean tour, was all about. Okay, so this is the first tweet. In 2018, Queen Elizabeth II gave the job of Commonwealth Youth Ambassadors to Harry and Meghan, and Will resented it. All right, I thought I would see more comment under this. I want to read this a little bit, but I'll leave the link in the description. Okay, so this is business time. All right, I'll leave the link just in case. All right, Prince William could take Prince Harry's Commonwealth role report. Okay, Prince William might soon take over one of the royal roles given up by his brother, Prince Harry. Why they make it sound like it's Harry who gave it up? They took those things away from him. Because I think he will still be doing the job. This alone already make it seem like it's Harry who gave it up. I mean, Harry wanted to work 50-50. Let's not forget that, because I know many people who switch that. Okay, Harry wanted to do 50-50, but because they wanted to control Harry, okay, they told him no. Then Harry was like, okay, let's do 50-50. They still said no. And then as he was living with his little family he's just creating, they remove a lot of things from him. And this is where you get service is universal, where he said, I don't need to get this honorary kind of thing to help people. I could always do it without associating with the with the firm. Alright, so that alone I'm debunking.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
Prince William might soon take over one of the royal roles given up by his brother, Prince Harry, once the latter's review with Queen Elizabeth II gets underway. And then also, weren't they supposed to do a review about was it a 1-year review? Whatever happened to that? I mean, we already knew, the squad already knew Harry and Meghan were not coming. We're like into what, 2 or 3 years into since they left? But whatever happened? Giving them 1-year review. My ass. Okay, the Duke of Cambridge could be chosen to take the Duke of Sussex previous assignment as the Commonwealth Youth Ambassador. This was good, knowing how that thing went. Okay, it's a very short one. All right, let's see here. When did it was written? Monday, March 28, 2022. Is it just because of the date? No. Okay, this is where it was written. January 14, 2021. Sometime last year. Okay, not sometime, that's the exact date. All right, I just read this. According to Daily Express, William actually wanted the job before the Queen gave the assignment to Harry in 2018. Since then, the Duke of Cambridge had to be cajoled into participating in the activities of the Commonwealth since the ambassador post was given to his brother. The Queen knows. The Queen knows who will do better. My goodness. But then again, there it is. He just ruined it himself. But Harry had no choice but to give up his role when he and Meghan Markle decided to quit their royal duties. Again, they make it seem like they quit. They were trying. I mean, the amount of abuse Meghan went through. Why would you stay on something like that? And at the same time, even though she was taking that abuse, Harry still wanted to work with the firm to keep them afloat. But they the nonsense, the big head of the firm think they were better than anybody else, and you know, trying to say no, like Harry can never live without them. And then Harry showed them, yes, I could live without you. All right, we just have to make those corrections when we see those BS here. But Harry had no choice but to give up his role when he and Meghan Markle decided to quit their royal duties. Report from TMZ cited that the Sussexes were shocked to lose their platform as youth ambassadors, where they could empower and inspire young people across the 53 countries under the Commonwealth. Wow. Okay, the role carries such a great responsibility for a working member of the royal family, but since Harry and Meghan expressed their desire to be financially independent and have a different path, they are no longer considered part of the firm. Okay, source now said the Queen could pass this responsibility to William once Harry and Meghan's 12-month review is up. Okay, there's that review thing here. Additionally, Harry could also permanently lose all his ceremonial military role. This is the pettiness that they were doing on him, such as Captain General, and people were upset about that when Andrew was able to keep his, but the people signed and screamed because of that embarrassing kind of behavior he did with Virginia Giuffre. It took that in a world stage. If Virginia Giuffre then stick to her truth, continue with the process of the filing, my goodness, this guy will still be in people's face. Look at this. Now you don't hear much about it. William took the platform away from him. I think he was more than happy. Okay, let's see here, such as Captain General of the Royal Marine, the Honorary Air Commander of the Royal Air Force, Huntington, and Commodore-in-Chief of the Small Ships and Diving at the Royal Naval Command. To date, the Queen hasn't assigned a royal family member to these military roles. However, there is speculation that Prince Richard, the Queen's cousin, might be up for consideration as Harry's replacement. Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing Prince Richard. It comes as the Queen publicly recognized Richard's work with the Royal Armed Forces and a rare tweet about the Duke of Gloucester. Okay, though he is not a senior working royal, Richard works for the Crown full-time per Daily Express. Okay, you know what? Okay, after this I'm gonna stop. Okay, the Duke of Gloucester is the youngest grandson of the Queen's grandparents, King George V and Queen Mary. He is currently 27th in line to the British throne and the patron of more than 150 charities, including advocacies for military veterans. Okay, let's look who this guy. Let's put a face to it. Prince. Where's the name? Okay. Has signed family members rule here. Okay, Prince Richard. Okay, Prince Richard, the Queen's cousin. Let's do that. Let's look it up. Who is that? Is that the one who... Oh, that's him. Oh, that's the first time I'm saying... Oh, I never knew about him. Let's go to... Oh, who is it? The Duke is the first cousin of Queen Elizabeth II and second son to Prince Henry, Duke of Gloucester, who was the third eldest son of George V and Princess Alice. At the time of his birth, he was fifth in line to the throne. Damn, hey, back, was it 27 they say he is? With that being said, let me move on. I'll leave the link of that article in the description for you guys. All right, you could finish read it. I interrupt too much. I'm already 8 minutes. All right, next tweet. Yeah, but you won't have allow her and the palace to do anything other than clean. All right, Buckingham Palace ban ethnic minorities from the office job. Okay, the squad we're talking about, the reason I'm sharing this is after the tour, the Caribbean tour, why it fell so miserably. All right, because they were not allowed diversity. They only kept their own little bubble type of people in their circle, so they won't know any different. Okay, who can blame the people they hired? Okay, if they don't know any different, they can tell you any different. So you stay in your bubble, you hire people who are like you. I mean, it's not that bad that you hire, but there should be a little bit different of everybody. Yes, you could still hire white people, a little bit of black, a little bit of whatever the groups that make up of the UK. Maybe that, I think there's a lot of Indian as well. Hire them as well, so they would give you perspective of Indian. Okay, what other groups they have over there. So a little bit of everybody. Okay, of different group that make up the population of the UK. But instead, you only keep your group. So this is why you fell miserably. Each place you go, if you don't have an understanding of that particular place that you're visiting, and then you create that little bubble you had in your head thinking you're better than anybody without any respect and understanding of humbleness. Okay, humble doesn't mean you're weak. Humble is showing respect in some shape or form. All right, so if you have people from this particular group to tell you, oh, in this part of the world, this is the way they see this is the way they see that, so don't do this when you go over there. And this is what's so much a little bit a shame, embarrassing for William and Kate, because their studies is into geography and history, art history. Okay, you might think just art history doesn't really go deep into stuff, but when you're looking at art depict image of certain time and place of certain period of time. So which means when you're studying it, I'm pretty sure they go into detail of lifestyle, of how the people were living. Like for instance, when you go and was it when President Obama visited William and Kate, that picture they had on the wall that depicting, you know, how bad it was for black people. So all of this, it depicts certain things, a certain point of time. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, instead of me guessing, let's look it up. What does art history involve? What does art history studies, let's put that, study involve? All right, let's see what they say here. In art history, we study the art and architecture of culture. There it is, culture around the world and across the millennia. Okay, millennia. We take a variety of approaches to our object, but focus on understanding their aesthetic and historical significance. This is that, as well as their social relevance. This is it. I was right. Okay, because even though I study architecture, architecture does involve an art as well. Because when you're building houses for people, whoever it might be, you have to understanding people's lifestyle. You cannot build something because this is what you like. You have to build it onto the liking of the people, the your subject, whoever hire you to do the project. So you have to build it based on their liking. So the environment around it, the weather pattern, the ecology, you have to understand the nature of stuff. You don't just put something there for the sake of it, because in architecture as well, it also involves aesthetic. Okay, it has to be significant, pleasing to the eye. This is why sometimes majority, even though we have to learn it, okay, even though we have to learn structure, how certain things stand up and what causes it to fail, how the structure could sustain the people. All right, the dead load and live load. Dead load is load that without the house, the building itself. Live load is the furniture, the human being that's working in it. If you're putting certain things and stuff like that, okay, will the structure be able to hold it? So you have to understand that. Even though majority of the thing studies involved for architecture is aesthetic, pleasing to the eyes and all of that, but you still have to understand how the buildings stand. However, majority of architects, they don't like to do the structure. Okay, they do the design, they do it to the liking of their clients, but they don't like to do the structure of it. Why? Because their full focus was not really into that. You have to study structure in school, but they rather leave it into an engineer whose full focus was in that, so they will better understanding how it works. However, once the engineer do the structure, they bring it back to the architect. Now the architect have to examine it. Will that structure, the way, the framing, the backbone, the skeleton of the building, is it gonna interfere to the beauty of what I was trying to portray? All right, sometimes the architect could send the structure back to the engineer and said, can you do this structure slightly different so it could maintain the beauty of what I wanted to portray? Okay, so even in art history, I'm not saying art history is gonna go into the structure of this and that, but it's just the relevance of architecture. I'm telling you, certain things you have to learn, even though that's not your full focus. So in art history is the same thing. There's many other small little things you still have to learn for you to that make up the whole how will I say that, the whole frame of the picture. All right, so who studied it? Is it William or Kate? I think it was Kate who studied art history. So she should have understand that. This is the thing I cannot understand with the tour. They should have understand, because the people are trying to move away from that lifestyle, the enslavement, the hardship, the pain, and the agony their ancestors have gone through. She should have known. She should have known. And one tweet that I read, I think it's one of my videos, not the last one that I just did, maybe 2 videos ago, where the person was saying something like, I forgot how it went. I completely forgot. I blank out. But William and Kate should have known. They should have known this type, the things that standing on the car with their white outfit should not be done, because it is a resemblance from the past. It hurts the people's feeling. Okay, even though this generation did not go through it, but their ancestors, the pain their ancestors have gone through, and then the treatment you continue doing to their people. Look at how they say they're gonna wait after the Caribbean tour to ship back, all right, the Jamaican back to their homeland, when they are part of the Commonwealth. That should not have happened. When you look at, for instance, Puerto Rico, it is part of the Commonwealth for America, all right. They could vote, okay, they could vote an election. They don't need a passport to come in the United States, okay. It's like another state to them, this kind of thing. Even though they're not a state yet, I think they've been trying to make Puerto Rico part of a state of the United States, but the Commonwealth aspect of it, it is like another extension of United States. Puerto Rico is. All right, so let's go back. I only read part of this and I went on. I'm 17 minutes. Okay, Buckingham Palace banned ethnic minorities from the office job. Okay, that alone bring me to a different level. UK royal official banned ethnic minorities from clerical roles until at least the 1960s, reported by the Guardian reveal. And I think they still have that issue too, because they're trying for them to release I guess whoever worked for them. Is it William and Kate, or I don't know, one of them, because they work individually. They don't work as a group. So one of those houses, it could be KP or Clarence House or Buckingham, I don't know, one of them, all right, to release who worked for them. They haven't done anything. And there was a picture of a group of people who work. I think it was William and Kate in the middle. Okay, and everybody around them were all white. You don't see any Indian, any Asian, any blacks, or anything like that. It was all white. So if you have these people who don't know, who probably haven't stepped outside of the UK, just my humble opinion, I'm not saying they haven't, the people who they hire, but if they don't know any different, why would they tell you something that they don't know? All right. So let's read some of the comment. I'm curious, the royal family traveled the Commonwealth for years. Did they learn anything at all? There's another point here. Oh, now I remember what I forgot. Is that one of the tweet we're talking about, that it has to do with schooling, that William learned from the best, which was they didn't really need schooling to learn from that. They learned from the Queen. As you continue listening to this podcast, I'm showing some screenshot of Queen Elizabeth studies. She did homeschooling. Private tutors of Elizabeth included the provost of Eton College, and one of the studies that she did was the area of historical study, covering both written constitution and uncodified constitution. So that part, I look it up. And my original recording, I didn't say this stuff because I wasn't aware of it, but I will still leave some of the thing that I said in my original recording. But I have these on the screen because I look it up, okay? For those who are driving, who's not at home watching on TV or something like that, okay? I just want to make this clear. So how could William learn from someone who didn't learn anything better? Because they surround themselves with the firm. And this is why I believe the men in gray suit have been setting these people for failure, because they stick in that little freaking bubble. They didn't get out to learn. I think it was until Princess Diana came in. No. It's not. Was it Prince Philip wanted Charles to go to some of his school that he learned to, and Charles did not like it because they were too rough, this kind of thing. That's my humble opinion on that one. So yeah, but anyway, so that was the thing that I blanked out, is that one of the tweet was saying, oh, William learned from the best. I'm just paraphrasing the tweet. He knows he learned from the best. And then I'm like, and I went on to look at the Queen's role into learning. She didn't really leave that bubble. So there was nothing to pass on, anything different. All right, let's read this tweet again. That tweet made me remember what I was thinking, and I blanked out. I'm curious, the royal family traveled the Commonwealth for years. Did they learn anything at all? Was there any change for the good that came of all the visit, or was it just for show? It's just for show. Because if they had gone and then they'd listen, this is why when Harry goes to those places, he listened to those people. He listened, and this is why he's become a better person, better human being.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It's a kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, you know, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
What helped you to understand that position that you were in?
Spending 10 years in the military was one.
And what did that do for you?
I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well. You know, wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge. But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military, because that's what it's all about. And
I want to ask you, you traveled the whole world in both your role, in your royal role. As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho,
Yep.
right? And, you know, bring that to life for us.
I get all of my passion, inspiration, and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them. All the way to 28, 30-year-olds who, at some point in their life, have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age, because it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course, it's wonderful, but when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together to make change, to make positive change. And it's an absolute joy and a privilege to meet the younger generation of change makers across the world who genuinely believe in the fact that they, as a single person and as a group and as a community and as a nation, not only can change their country, but can change the world as well. And that is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
So when a 6-year-old says to you that your country is ruining theirs, what do you do or say?
Agree with them slightly. Look, I mean, look, we all know the issues that are out there, you know, with the climate and the environmental issues, and it's, I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years.
And he couldn't really put the, I've said this before, where he's battling with the teaching of the firm as an adult now, a young man, teenager, early 20s or something like that. And then with what Princess Diana taught him and what he was listening when they sent him out to do the touring, okay, those engagement. The people were telling him his pain and suffering. And when you look at that, the Obama Foundation thing, when he was there, Epson was interviewing him, saying, you know, how he get to in touch with some of those young people. That young lady gave him the letter and stuff like that to understand, and this is understand the pain and agony, the suffering that these people were going through. So he understands this. These people, no, they just go to cut ribbon. They don't care. They don't process things. The suffering that people's going through, they don't process it. They just go, they listen, pretending they listen, and then go back and do their normal activities. Go play polos, go partying with their friends. Okay, this one was a good tweet. Okay, or was it just for show? I think it was just for show. Why are they focusing on Rosa Parks when the Queen wouldn't meet Martin Luther King? Yeah, there was some stuff going on yesterday regarding Rosa Parks. So a Black history lesson from the very people who have shunned their own Black history. That rich. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Wow, I'm almost half an hour on first two. There's that again. Had Prince William supported Harry and Meghan in their battle against the British press and the palace prejudice, he and Kate, along with Harry and Meghan, who have painted the best view of modern Britain, progressive, inclusive, embrace. Instead, the Commonwealth witnessed disloyalty. All right, I did this in video 1. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were attacked for saying this 2 years ago. It had to take Prince William and Kate Middleton bad Royal Tour Caribbean to finally acknowledge that this couple right here was right as usual. Let's see if it's the same one that let's bookmark it again, because I bookmarked it in video 1.
Across the Commonwealth, there's no way that we can move forward unless we acknowledge the past. And I think so many people have done such an amazing, incredible job of acknowledging the past and trying to right those wrongs. But I think we all acknowledge on here that there is so much more still to do. It's not going to be easy, and in some cases it's not going to be comfortable, but it needs to be done, because guess what? Everybody benefits.
That's the thing here. That's the thing. Everybody benefit from, sometimes, let's say for instance, you know, there's a cancer in your body or something like that. All right. It's going to be painful to remove it. You have to cut your body open to remove that cancer. All right, it's gonna be painful during the process, but guess what? At least you will remove it and you'll be better at the end after the procedure. This is the thing here. That's the way I could put that. But these people, they don't even want to move forward. That cancer in our society remain. Racism.
There's a hell of a lot that we together need to acknowledge, but I only see hope and optimism in the fact that we could only do this together.
We have to, in this moment in time, say, we're going to have to be a little uncomfortable right now, because it's only in pushing through that discomfort that we get to the other side of this and find the place, as you're pointing out, where a high tide raises all ships.
Wow. High tide raises all ships. Damn, she got some crazy quotes here. High tide raises all ships. All right, there's me responding to that. So that's different, because on the one that I retweet, that I did in video 1, my comment was not. So people are doing it twice, retweeting it. But William and Kate were the ones leaking info to the press. The yes sir people made them believe the world adores them, so they never really wanted to work with Harry and Meghan. They wanted the spotlight. Reality just struck them that Caribbean tour. Without Harry and now his wife, monarchy is adios. Peace out. Okay, Prince William may have wanted to. However, he knows the British media have things on him that could possibly ruin him, so he has to play along. I mean, the thing is that if you have the people, that's all. I mean, That's the thing. They never. Let's start with that. They never learn. That's their foundation. They never learn. Let's say the media have something against you. Okay? You suck it up, let them say it, and then you move on, but focus on helping the people. Okay? If you focus on helping the people, whatever nonsense the media have to say, the people will still stick by you. That's one thing. Alright? But they never learn. Let's say they finish that hurdle. Guess what? They suck it up, they do their thing, and then they move on. Guess what? They repeat the same thing. So they never learn. That's the problem. They never learn and said, this was bad. Let me change. Let me readjust myself so I don't repeat the same thing again. But no, they keep repeating. So that's their problem. The problem Harry did not have, unlike them, Harry learned. He understand the pain. He go through the pain and then he move on. And this is why they can't really hold anything against Harry. Prince William may have wanted to, however, he knows the British media have things on him that could possibly ruin him. So he has to play along. Prince Harry and Meghan aren't afraid of the British media because they have no skeleton. That's another thing. And their wardrobe. Hence why they took them on the boat and continue to. Okay, funny how the Daily Mail got William back in line after they released this little teaser. My goodness. And then the thing is that the people who work with them, I don't know, this is how dumb these people are. The people who works with them, they're working with the freaking tabloid. They probably already know, okay, at such time we're gonna go somewhere, we're gonna take him this place, so be ready. Everybody who works with them knows, you know, or leakers, they still don't. These people are crazy. They're stupid. Okay, correction. Had Prince William not censored the British press on Princess Meghan, and when she fought back, had Prince William not colluded with the British press against Princess Meghan, etc., etc. Yeah, this is what I was saying up here. Okay, so he worked with the tabloid to backstab Meghan.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, and unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Okay, there's someone who's saying it, but in a different way. There's the clap. William went too far with his unhinged jealousy and smear campaign, by which he used his friend at Fleet Street to harass and chase out his brother and family. Okay, who need energy when you have a brother like William? Okay, what is that? Little Badana christening, Prince William put foot down and reject UK ceremony demand. I mean, all of these headlines play a role into how the Commonwealth you know, I guess, take him with that tour. This sense of embarrassment. Okay, we read this so many times. You could pause your screen and read that. These are all things here. Okay, especially this. Okay, we got this play out in the tour. All right, she get it firsthand. So this woman better not go to the Caribbean because she will get that same treatment. Okay, so Kate got it firsthand, face to face. I have a 3-minute video on that. Hold on, a 5 seconds video turned into a 3-minute for me. Okay, the Commonwealth did not like this. They did not like this. All right, what else here? Meghan Markle private messages handed over with William's approval. Palace veteran. All right, all of this. The Commonwealth did not like that. You backstab your brother and your sister-in-law. So what the hell will they want you to be head of state? All right.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
Oh my goodness, enemies. Okay, Prince William cannot accept the fact that Harry and Meghan are powerful together. Meghan is intelligent, witty, smart, great public speaking skills, and they have the charisma that Willie and Kitty lack. It will have a great opportunity. Yeah, he didn't see that, and this is what I keep on saying. Princess Diana brought Meghan to that family for both of her boys. But the hate, it's so deep, it's in his DNA, that the institution, the firm, literally implanted into William, that he cannot get over with. But it was too strong for him to understand the gift of Meghan, and he rejected it. Only Harry was so pure, open-minded. I'm not saying Harry didn't have any fault in him. Yes, everybody have fault. We human, we understand that. But he was willing to learn and move forward.
And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
He saw the good in Meghan and accepted it and said, I'm not letting this go. Alright, and this, if Harry and Meghan were still in the UK, do you know how powerful the UK would have been? But the direction you see them going, including with its government and the monarchy, it's like a freaking, what is it? What is that? Communist country. Okay, let's read some few more and then move. Prince William cannot accept. Okay, I read that. Meghan is also the type of woman that William knows he should have had instead of Kate. That's another thing. I mean, even if he had it, I don't think he will appreciate it. He will not know. Oh, look at how she could have easily helped him as well. He didn't even see that. He will not see it. No. No matter which woman he gets in his life, he's not gonna see it, because the nonsense they put in his head, he's better than anybody, and then never learn from his mistake. He will never learn. Okay, that is also another bitter pill he has to swallow, since he is the heir apparent. Harry has the epitome of amazingness, and he got wealth, you know. All right, they don't have a range, unfortunately. Before Dan Rotten thinks this is a saying, the country would have had left the Commonwealth. It would have been a receptive visit. The royal lost opportunities, as Mendy said. Instead of embracing them, they got caught up in rivalry and jealousy. Everyone could have had a part, said. Yeah, everyone could have had a part. All right, where he's lacking, this would have been Harry's strength. And then things that he didn't want to do, just give it to Harry. This is the thing that I thought they were. You have the queen on top. Everything goes to her first, no matter what. Good, bad, anything in between goes to her first. Then, if she doesn't want to do it, it goes to the next future, which is Charles. And if Charles doesn't want to do it, it goes to William. If William doesn't want to do it, then it's the next person in line, which would be Harry, until William's kids are old enough to be taking into those roles. But no, they're so freaking blind by the vision, popularity of this nonsense. They were not focusing on the firm itself. The whole objective would have been the firm. Everything you do for the firm, not for me, I, or whatever, or us. It's the firm for all of us. But no, they didn't see that. And then this is what the courtier was trying to do. Divide them. Okay, you need to be positive all the time. The Daily Mail need to say nice thing about you all the time. But in reality, if people were so perfect, we will not need a lot of things. We will be doing everything in our own, because we're so perfect. But it's not like this. Each one of us have a specialties. Something we're good at, something we're not so good at, something we are willing to do even though we don't like to do it. But everyone have a specialty. But these people think they are perfect. And then when you look at them, they are nothing. I mean, they are something, but they're not that perfect optic that they want people to believe. All right, let's read everything and then move on. Translation: had the firm supported Harry protecting his wife like they supported William protected his. Okay, he could have support. He couldn't support because he was spearheaded the smear. That is true. This is what I said, because he was the one who was giving the information to Daily Mail. All right, the hate was too deep. He couldn't accept the fact that people like Meghan, it should be him, the nonsense that they put in his head. So he went in the self-destructing. He thought he was destroying Harry and Meghan, but it was a self-destructing thing. You think the royal right was gonna keep secret? They told the court that, yeah, he was giving us information to defeat Meghan. All right. Other than that, we will not know. Speak it, sister. So well said. Hopefully, William humble himself and call Harry. This, I will bet on it. All right, I will bet on it. The hate is so deep with William, and Harry should, I mean, there's certain distance you could keep, there's certain facade you could keep, but never ever let your guard down around William. Never put your guard down around William. Don't be in a room by yourself with William. If you are gonna discuss something in private, make sure there's people who's outside the door knows the two of you are inside. Never trust him. I've said this, well, now I'm being more direct, but when I first put that video out, I was being around the bush because I didn't have any evidence to show it. But now we have evidence, because this is deep inside. William he doesn't see the fault. He will never forgive his brother for what is happening. He still think it's Harry's fault, but never look in the mirror to see what his action has caused. It is his action that is doing his own wrongdoing. He doesn't see that. So Harry should always be very careful around his brother. Okay, because the way the brother grew up, the way the firm raised William, okay, he doesn't see a wrong. So Harry, well, Meghan already learned, so I have no problem with Meghan, but Harry should never let his guard down. If he's gonna meet William someplace, bring your own security. Okay, if you wanna be in a room one-on-one, make sure people around you know you are in the room together, and then your security is behind the door. Okay, if anything happened, they're right there. All right, because I do not trust William personally. All right, well said. Hopefully William humble himself and Harry call Harry. Nah, he's not gonna do that. Kate, I mean, he might do it as a facade kind of thing, but that deep, sincere core hatred is there. He will never forget that.
Very impressive to watch from afar.
And I have to ask you, all the work you do together is great, but working together as family, do you ever have disagreements about things?
Oh, yes.
Healthy disagreement.
Okay, the last thing you disagreed on, how do you resolve it?
I can't remember, they come so thick and fast.
Is it resolved? We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Well, you're putting...
Kate herself would have learned so much from Meghan as a sister-in-law. I mean, we've been saying that for long. Even with a speech, something like that. There's one picture, I believed it was in Australia. Harry was on stage, and you see Meghan sitting at the audience, and it was only them two, and I guess the person who was taking the picture. All right, Meghan sitting, looking at Harry. There, I'm sure Meghan helped Harry with his public speaking. Harry with that. I'm not saying Harry was bad at it. No. Everything can always be better. Everything can always be better. If you see someone who's been doing it for years, and then you've been doing it for a while, you might be good at it, but someone else who have been doing it for so long could give you a 2 or 3 little pointer here and there to elevate your skills a little bit better. All right, this is not saying Harry doesn't know. Please, I know a lot of you are very protective of Harry. I've been saying it. I get a lot of backlash from, well, they probably haters just passing by. But everybody, no matter how good you are at your job, even someone who just learned something, could give someone, a professional who've been doing it for so long, a little perspective, a different side of things. Because sometimes, oh, maybe I should bring this up. Let's finish this story. Someone could always see something slightly better. There's people who could be doing things so long the hard way. It works so well for them. This is the only way. Okay, let's say for instance a drafter who've been doing drafting by hand for years. They're good at it. Their handwriting skill is very good. But when there's computer, okay, someone who just came out of school and said, wait a second, you're spending hours doing this. The drawing looks good on papers and everything, but if you just sit here and do this and the computer, 1, 2, 3, you're done. Okay, this is the kind of thing that I'm saying here. Things could always be better. All right, no matter how professional you are, how long you've been doing something, someone could always give you a 1 or 2 pointer and making it better. The other day I was taking my son to the bus stop. It was raining. I wanted to hold the umbrella for them. I didn't want them to take the umbrella with them so they don't lose it. So while we were walking, we're talking, and he almost fell a class. And I was telling him, you know, things he needs to do to improve and this and that. He passed the class, by the way. It was one mistake that happened, and we fixed it. All right. And he told me, well, he said, but mommy, you told me I have to work smarter, not harder. He caught me off guard. He caught me off guard. And I said, yes. And I had to thank God for it, to acknowledge in the moment, because this is one of those moments where your kids caught you off guard and you could literally derail him and go the wrong way. But I was in the moment to acknowledge what he was saying. And I said, yeah, you're right. You have to work smarter, not harder. But there are times when things that you're doing that is smarter, but you're not getting the result that you're looking for. Sometimes you need to take a step back. Okay, take a step back because you're not doing well. What you're doing is smarter, but the result is not good. It's not in a positive way. Take a step back. Find the part where you're not doing well. Work harder on it until you get the hang of it. Until you get the hang of it, then you could go back into working smarter and an easier way. But if you keep on doing something over and over again, it's not working. Okay, so you need to try something different. So until you get the hang of things, that's when you work smarter. He caught me off guard on this one. He's 9, he's gonna be 10. He caught me off guard on this one, but I was so after he told me, I was like, oh, thank God I'm aware of what he's telling me, because I was completely sidetracked from this one. I didn't expect that from him. And he's like, Mom, you told me to work smarter but not harder. And I was like, yes, you're absolutely right. You have to work smarter, but you're not doing well right now. So which means there's something that you're doing in your smartness that's not working. So you need to take a step back, find out where the problem is. We concentrate on that problem until you get the hang of that problem. Then you could go back on that same path of working smarter. Now that you correct one of the parts of your ways, then you could continue. But right now there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem, so we need to fix that. So he caught me off guard on this one. All right, there's this here. Yeah, was it Catherine could have learned a lot from Meghan, but they weren't willing to change and learn or do anything, because in their head, that skin color, that facade, think that they were better. When you look at a tree, I think I gave that analogy before. When you look at a tree, the bark of the tree is dark and rough and all of this. But if you remove the bark of the tree, you open the tree, okay, you see the wood behind it, the beauty of it. It's beautiful. Look at your house, the woods, the things that you make out of furniture, the beauty of the wood. But these people, they only see the facade. The facade is what make people, and they forgot what's really matter. It's what's inside. All right, let's read this. Oh my God, this was a short tweet I carried over. In a few minutes, I have to wake up the kids. Okay, so well said. Hopefully, William humble himself and calls Harry. Kate herself would have learned so much from Meghan as a sister-in-law. Meghan gave a nod to the Commonwealth with her wedding dress. Both Harry and Meghan have a wisdom and insight on issue which William and Kate lack, but William and Kate choose to hire people, then be protected by a bro and sister-in-law. And this is the thing that I've been saying also. They saw the potential of Harry and Meghan, and Harry was a voice of reasoning, and they divide the brothers, put nonsense in the brothers' head, thinking that Harry is bad with his wife, and then he buy it, when in fact Harry was looking out for him. Okay, William couldn't support Harry and Meghan against the UK corrupt press and courtiers for the simple reason that he is the one who instigated and encouraged the campaign to destroy Meghan in order to hide his ongoing infidelities, plural, and soothe his jealousy over his brother and popularity. I mean, if he was smart enough, took a step back and fix his mistake, take the blow. Okay, sometimes you know a boxer. All right, even though you see a world champion, let's say Mike Tyson, before he was knocked out and all of that, all right, when he's fighting, okay, he took a couple punches too, All right, you have to take some punches in order to be able to return the punches. So if he had taken back, take the punches, and then reevaluate himself, and then focus on what's matter, okay, the press will not have been a problem. All right. If look at the wife, Kate bent before she even married into the royal family, and explained to the wife and said, this is what happened. Yes, they're right, they did this, and explained that will not happen again. And he made sure not to let it happen. Okay, don't repeat the same mistake. So don't give the tabloid another reason to write nonsense about you. Okay, take the blow. If the wife accepted it and accept your apology and move forward, okay, you move forward stronger. The people will have understand. The people will have understand. But instead, they like to put bandages on top of stuff, but never resolve the thing. So they stay with their wound. Okay, next tweet. Okay, he thought that the media were his friend when he used them to attack his brother and sister-in-law. I hope they chew him up, spit him out, and rip him to shred. Okay, there's me here. Now the Daily Mail is getting its money back from William's failed attempt trying to give info to defeat Duchess of Sussex. Yep. Okay, I'm trying to move fast now. Okay, well, 95% of the UK media is still kissing his ass, but what this week has shown is that the international media isn't buying the propaganda from the UK anymore. Yep. Okay, nope, I would have said 50%, and that's me being generous. People don't, what is it? Nope, I would say 50%, and that's me being generous. People don't care about him. Okay, so that's in the UK here. 50% in the people in the UK don't buy it. Okay, people don't care about him. I've said it before. They came to my area at YS. I don't know what YS stand for. And people then turn up. People just walk past like I did. Nobody cares. It's the media and those who hated Meghan are propping them up. So this is someone in the UK who's talking, who knows what's going on. Good. He might throw KKK in front of the bus. Oh, they already are. Oh, he will do just like his daddy. All right. And one of the tweet, they said that don't go to France and don't go under a tunnel and all of that. Think it's already started. Brits media tired of waiting for that big payday. Instead, they're getting scrapped like the parasite they are. Let the chewing, spitting, and ripping comments. My God. Oh, this is small. All right. Seeing William and Kate looking uncomfortable in the Caribbean was a reminder of the historic opportunity that has been lost forever. William and Kate did their best, but the bitter truth is that their Caribbean tour would have been a perfect gig for Harry and Meghan. Right, but seeing William and Kate looking uncomfortable in the Caribbean was a reminder of the historic opportunity that has been lost forever. They're repeating the same thing here. Perfect gig for Harry and Meghan. Alright, there's this. No Duchess, no cry, I suppose. Somehow Kate hasn't quite got the knack of the regal radiant smile. So instead, she was displaying the sort of women's grin that is often associated with the psychopath. It was all rounded off with the Jamaican Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, officially welcoming them with a message that his country is, quote, moving on to fulfill our true ambition and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country, end quote. Alright, what's that next one? Dirtbag of the week. Oh shit, they did this? What? That's the first time I'm seeing this. Dirtbag of the week, Prince William. Oh my God. Prince William's Caribbean tour stunk of colonialism. Queen Elizabeth's grandson has earned the title Dirtbag of the week. What? Kathy Wolf Ashcraft. Where's the date? I mean, it has to be this week sometimes, but my goodness. Dirtbag of the week. No matter which way you look at it, it doesn't look good. Wow. Good, let them whip him. Alright, yep, I can see this tweet. Okay, I don't know how long this media bashing will last, but I'm here for it. My goodness, sis, wait until the so-called friends decided to talk about Rose. What is it? Oh, I can't wait, sis. Okay, totally agree. I can never forget that if the jealousy unleashed by Regal Mafia and the press had succeeded, there will be no Meghan, Archie, or Lily. That is pure evil. My goodness, the invisible contract British media had beholding to them and vice versa, but they had no control over the foreign media and individuals with smartphones, and that's why that shows them off for who they were on the tour. So much so that the British media couldn't ignore the obvious. Yeah, the smartphone is coming handy. All right, very handy to all races around the world, because you could capture their nonsense right away. All right, look at what's that thing that sparked the Black Lives Matter with that police who put his knees on that guy's neck. If they were his true friend, they would have talked him out of it and tell him it was a bad idea. He got what he deserved. This is what jealousy do to people. Harry was his true friend, and despite everything that happened, I know Harry still love him. What is it? Some people are probably telling him, but he thinks he's better than anybody. So the people was like, okay, at least I told you, but go down the path you wish to go. Next tweet. Oh my God, it is 5:20. Okay, it gave me so much pleasure to read that many in the British media think that Harry's family need Harry and Meghan in order to remain relevant outside of the UK. That's a GIF. Okay, this can be true because all we heard was Harry and Meghan are irrelevant and need the royal family in order to succeed. Remember, it was their title that caused their success. And then the infamous Caribbean tour disaster of more senior royals happened. This is what happened when they stay in their little bubble and they drink their own Kool-Aid. And the thing was gonna smack them in the face, and it happened, and the whole world was watching. Okay, this is so very well true. The royal need the Sussexes to remain relevant outside the UK, and I will go so far as to add that even that can be a slippery slope. Except they won't get him anymore. They broke his chain. He's not coming back to be subservient to mediocrity when mediocrity suit him so well. Okay, the only reason they are saying Harry and Meghan is because they know that they are a package deal. There is no him without her. That is true. Okay, I didn't think of it that way, but she's right.
You know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and
but also giving up your
nice,
career.
Oh, he's right. Okay, if they could have just Harry, they will weep with joy. Yep. All right, we told them so 2 years ago. Okay, the British media need Harry and Meghan back. They want to make money again. I hope British royal family hold their breath waiting. Oh my goodness, I'm not surprised. They are gonna go and beg. I pray Harry and Meghan never ever set foot in that cesspit again. What is it? Harry is looking for that, what is it? How do you call this? Security. They don't even want to give it to him. And we had that guy who's been calling for Harry to go back. Harry, come back. The prince need you. The this need you.
4 times I asked the palace, or maybe 3 times I asked the palace, if we, as a media group, could meet Meghan, and it never happened. Unfortunately, she did get some bad press, and that was a mistake. You know, we asked for forgiveness and please come back because you know, this is a great country, and the royal family are very important to us all. And the Queen needs your support, Harry, because you know William can't do it all, Catherine can't do it all. The Prince of Wales is taken on the Queen's role now, so he's even more busy. So you know, Harry's badly needed here.
I haven't heard from him lately. What happened to him? I don't know, but who cares? One less. Whatever. They know they lost the jewel and their crown losing Harry. That's why they can't let him go. That Caribbean tour would have had completely different outcome, especially if you had left his wife in the family. Glad that thing went the way it did. Those countries are free to become republics and no harm, embarrassment done to the Sussexes. Yep. And the thing is that if they had gone, they could even, if they had stayed with Harry, they, you know, things did not happen the way it did with Harry and Meghan. If they were not so, how will I say, not really, because they want the spotlight, they will not bring Harry and Meghan. They will want to go by themselves anyway. Because I was thinking if all 4 had gone, even though William will still be in forefront, but because they want the spotlight so bad that they will not even bring them. But anyway, like I said, they have to be certain casualty in order for others to open their eyes to see what's really happening. All right, after this, that's it. Yes, but now they have realized that William and Kate are not loved as they thought so. No more money for them. Just matter of time, and the same media will eat William and Kate. Okay, this is getting good. All right, there's more comment, but I want to do one more before I do a prayer. I probably will have to add to it later because I have more tweets. Okay, if any of you were in doubt before, I guess now you saw it for yourself that Popeye's wife, Olive Oil, oh my God, hated being around black people and hates it even more when they come close to touch her. She doesn't even try to hide it. Meghan didn't have a chance in that family. That's for sure. That's that video where that lady was trying to pull closer, and then she's, you know, like, yeah, like, don't touch me. This kind of attitude. Was there another incident again? There's a pic of a black woman posing with her and Baldy in Bahamas. Look at her face closely. She seemed uncomfortable. Okay, I can't imagine what they've said behind Meghan's back. I said it, sis. Alright, yep, she showed us all clearly what she is really like. I never doubted. Meghan's treatment told us that. Harry and Meghan said it in their own words. Okay, absolutely. Where's it? Alright, let's do one more since I was able to read those tweets really quick. Alright, there's a lot more, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it. It's 5:25. Anyone else think the reason Kensington Palace was insisting on William and Kate embarking upon their colonial tour in March when none of the countries requested their presence was also about giving them, quote, a win, knowing Invictus was taking place in April? Okay, there's me responding to that here. Okay, I even forgot what I said here. They just don't know when to just walk away. They can compete where they can compare. If they never lift a finger a day of their lives to make a living, how are they going to win against Has? All right, 35 people like it. Will and oh my God, I think Will and Cat Puss trying to get one up on Sussex's. That's hilarious. I think I respond to that here. Okay, I guess I tweeted out, hilarious. They will always be able to outshine Harry and Meghan. And competence. Okay, it will be a snakes person. Well, they are great at fall short when it comes to global competition with the Prince Harry and Meghan. Yeah, they will never win. All right, let's pick something random. Okay, there's Sussex Squad podcast. Yep, that is why. Hell yeah, they saw positive global coverage from Harry and Meghan, New York City tour, Global Citizen, and Intrepid Museum appearance, Time and NAACP award, and wanted to have their own win ahead of Invictus, so they embark on this Black Nation tour, which backfired because they ain't genuine. That's fine. They're just about performing, and their action, their face when they see the pictures and all of that, they're not genuine. Okay, a vanity tour that quite literally blew up in their face. They weren't invited and went anyway. Who does that? Free vacation, free food, and other freebies. My goodness. Let's see here. Well, that blew up in their faces, just like everything else that clown show at KP tries to plan. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Alright, maybe, but what I know for sure, it was supposed to bolster William and Kate to say, see, the monarchy is in good hand. They can strengthen the monarchy. We do not need Harry and Meghan star power. Oops. Oh, there's this here. Oops is right. Flying home to face Pa and Granny. What? They even took a picture of them there? Provided by The Guardian. Photograph, Chen, Karen. Wow. Well, at least we could say they're sitting next to each other. Oh, this, okay. Wow. That's the first time I'm seeing that. Let's see here. A potential worldwide Oscar appearance by Harry and Meghan has KP shook as well. William and Kate can garner global attention automatically. If Brits wanted Harry and Meghan at a memorial, they should have done security. That's why they had time. William and Kate next trip is to Harry and Meghan territory, America. Wow. If I was part of their team, I would say forget the US. Just focus on cutting ribbons, and the UK stepping foot in America will complete suicidal. You never know, okay? Because the US have the same type of people. You just never know. Let's do one more. Okay. There's more comment, but let's move forward. Okay, the new spin is the trip wasn't a failure because it helped push the independence discussion forward. First, you will have to delete all the articles. This is how they're spinning it. They're saying it because it pushed the discussion of independence. But this is what she's saying. First, you will have to delete all the articles about Will and Kate going to the Caribbean to strengthen the monarchy's hold on this state. And second, how condescending. And this is the thing where they try to rewrite history. They done this before because they had control of the media, because some of the squad were looking for certain articles that they know exist, but when they search for it, they delete them. Okay, so this is the thing the squad are saying. If you want to try to rewrite history, okay, you will have to go through all of the other medias who you don't have control of to rewrite the history of that. And then there's my videos who capture some of this. Maybe in a way it's good that I do those videos, those tweets every day. I have my own videos of them. Right, 8 weeks of white savior syndrome, that the couple with a shared brain cell between them is responsible for the people of Jamaica and believes pushing forward their goal to self-determination. All William and Kate did was broadcast to the world, to the whole world, why these Commonwealth countries are tired of this shit. I'm guessing it will also help the reparation move forward and faster. Just a thought. Alright, because if they're saying, this is what they're saying here, the newsprint and the trip wasn't a failure because it helped. Okay, that's the thing. It helped push the independence discussion forward. So if this is that, so it must be that as well. I'm guessing it will also help the reparation move forward. Alright, because those countries need their money. Okay, it's like 1984, the way the media keeps bending itself into pretzels to put a positive spin on things. All right, it's literally time for me to wake the kids up. Let's see if I could do this. I have 3 more tweets, but let's do 1 more. Okay, there's this. Okay, I've got a bit of news for him. He won't rule Scotland. Prince has just given us the first glimpse of what kind of king he will be, by Richard K. William, I may not rule the Commonwealth. That's from the sentence, so they picked that part out. So that's it. The people was that last tweet was right. Extraordinary statement after a Caribbean tour was pilloried as tone deaf. Okay, I can read the rest here. Let's see. Monarchy will be gone in a few years. Prince William knows that. Prince Charles knows that. The royal family most likely has a contingency plan to flee the country. Ha! That's the thing that I've been saying. If the people don't want you, where are you gonna go? This is the thing. I've been saying it. Because if you look at Prince Philip's history, his family had to leave Greece. They have to run away. They leave Greece. All of this, I've been saying it. Someone is mentioning it here. The royal family most likely has a contingency plan to flee the country with all their hoarders' wealth if and when the time comes. Let's see here. Prince William will not succeed the Queen and his father as the King of Scotland, Wales, and the Northern Ireland either. If King Charles III's reign is even 20 years long, by the time he dies, Scotland and Wales will be independent, Ireland will be united, and England will be left on its own. Wow. Let's see here. That's something else. Let me not spend time on that. Rule a distant land from where he lives. He's not. He can keep England. The rest of the Commonwealth don't want him. I hope this opened the way for Scotland to be free of them. All right, let's. Petulant Willie is not up to home to decide. Okay, it's not up to home to decide. Poor him. No colonies to rule over. Life is so cruel. Okay, let's see here. William, I'll end royal error of never explain. Reveal after bruising tour. Duke's dramatic blueprint for when he's king. William is the Commonwealth who is rejecting you. They don't want you. And Katie. Rule little more and fanciful notion as applied the British monarchy these days. Elizabeth couldn't even do anything, apparently, to stop the Prime Minister from illegally proroguing Parliament. Okay, King of Little England. Okay, did no one tell him that a monarch doesn't rule anymore? They reign. Right, rule. That's not even the thing now. Jesus. Okay, that word had me stuck to rule. Okay, let's do a prayer. I have 1, 2, 3, 3 more, but I need to move on. Let's do a prayer.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I just want to finish with some of the tweets that I have. I have 3 left. So let's go back on Twitter. I was rushing. I'm gonna insert the prayer last. This one was too much to not mention. Okay, this is Bozier who's talking about the tour. There is so much going on in this photo. When I saw this, I was like, what? And then when I read what it was, I was like, oh my lord. Damn. Oh my God. Pussy is something. I'm gonna read. What is that? Oh my God. This does not look good at all. Okay, there's this here. Her Royal Highness Kate and William visit a fish fry in the Bahamas to sample local delicacies, including aphrodisiac conch pistol, and embrace excited fans on the last day of their Caribbean tour. Kate held up the strip of flesh which comes from the inside of the conch and is commonly said to be the conch's male genitalia before putting it in her mouth to applause from the crowd. Oh my Lord. I love conch. Conch, I really love conch. Guess UK media also flung plurals. Let's see here. William shakes his head in disbelief as Kate swallows. Oh my God, conch smell genitalia. I can't even begin to imagine the headlines if her sister-in-law did this on camera. Yep, she would have made every news cycle as porn queen. The truth is worse. It's nature Viagra, but notice he didn't eat it. Wait, does he have to eat it? Oh, and you know, neither one of them like the food. Wait, oh my God. I have to hurry, but I need to do this. She was trying to get ready for Rose Sunday today, but still, it was the most god-awful use of pink in the kingdom, and she trusted to also get a matching bag. Jeez, goodness, this is embarrassing. Whew. Damn, college days. That's another thing. That's another thing. Okay, and present day dream with flat Harry. Okay, throat queen. Oh my God. Oh, let me leave that alone because the kids are gonna be making noise. They're eating breakfast right now, but let me do the next one. There's this here, Royal PDA. Was that on the trip as well? Oh Lord. Wow. Look like she's even afraid to touch him. She's even afraid to touch him. Wow. There's this here. Damn, each time she come close, he moved back. I'm not saying I'm a freaking expert here, body language expert here, but look at, she's moving forward, he moved back. Let's look at the previous one. There's one more I didn't show. Now he's walking forward and she's back. Like she's afraid to touch him. Oh my God. That doesn't even look comfortable. The way she touches him. But anyway, that's their own PDA. That's for them. This is the last one. Wow. Okay, let's see some of the comment. Okay. He never initiate any PDA with cat pus. This is where I saw it. Me laughing. Cat pus. Okay. On her part, only cause none of it is reciprocated by him. Pathetic. Okay, I was just about to say that. He's not touching her. She's doing all the touching and leaning in. You see? I'm not a freaking expert on body language here, but other people see that. Okay, when the camera are not present, they change as they really are. Let's see this one. Wow. I think I saw this picture before. Damn. I don't think she's happy though. But you should have known to back your sister-in-law. Look at this one. Doesn't look happy. Both of them, they don't look happy. This one is even worse. Look at his face. And look at her. My goodness, they were forced to touch the hand, to hold hand. Oh my God, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Where was that? Damn, he looked miserable. But anyway, they put that on themselves. Okay, we have seen this before, and his father and mother hope we are not heading down the same path. That's the pattern of things. Okay, and did for Charles and Diana. It was Charles always trying to keep up appearances by pretending in public. In this case, it's Kitty still doing the pursuing after over 20 years. Wow, just thinking how much easier life would have been for both of them if only they really support each other, forget the world, and really be there for each other. I guess it's too much to ask. This is what happens when you have everything, everything you want. You don't even know when you have something good. I'm saying this because I'm thinking of when his brother was looking after him, looking for his back. Okay, she tried so hard. This is why I think she really likes him. It's him who's rejecting her. But then again, why did he pursue her? Not pursue. Why did he offer her, propose to her? That's what I'm trying to say. Why did he propose to her if he know he didn't like her? Then again, they just wanted the air. The same thing as Charles. Yeah, just an air. Okay, I feel like he wants to burst out laughing at the joke of it all. Or he is pretending it's Rose. William can't show Kate any affection because Rose will see it. Another invisible contract. Okay, I wonder if they have hidden earphones so photographers can tell them when to touch and smile. That's an interesting thing. You never know what is happening. Is the agreement that only she can do her plastic smile while touching him as he bristles? Has he promised someone he won't return her touch? You never know again. I think they were both briefed to do PDA, but only one of them is ready to try. She wants to stay in that position. This is what happened. Okay, she looked like she tried to please him for attention. He looks angry for having to try. She looks lonely. It's sad. Yeah, I think it's very sad. Yeah, it's very sad looking at those pictures. It's sad, but she's making the choice to stay. That's another thing as well. But what's gonna happen once she leaves? I don't know who's gonna hire her, who even wants to be with her, not that the whole world knows, especially what happened to Diana. Nobody's gonna want to be associated with them if they wanna live for another day. Okay, true, no one is forcing her to stay. All right, one-sided, poor love. She did try. She's the only one doing the touching and PDA. I'm laughing at this. Is she controlling him? Holding on for dear life. Oh my god, the squad are crazy with that thing. This is my last one, so I could start editing before I give the computer up. Alright, this is the last tweet. Okay, Samir takes the best rain picture. My goodness, let's look at him closer. My god. This is where I said I think they finally learned something. That they had to get their own umbrella. And then at the same, well, I don't know. I was saying maybe she should have been on the side where he got off. Then again, they always think of him as the heir, so he has to be first in everything. So she should have been on the side where he got off instead of her going all over. Oh my God, they don't think at all. I don't know. But anyway, there's this. They're trying to recreate that. That's not gonna happen. Look at him. But anyway, let's see here. Oh, I forgot. I responded to that. They learned something for the very first time. They know umbrella hugger doesn't like to share. They had to give it each their own. Finally, no brainer. Okay, why is Egg acting like the rain is a black person? Oh my god, why are you like this? Oh, why Egg is so awkward. Oh my god, he is giving groove vibe. Stop it. That's just quite turning this into their laughter. Okay, I remember Camilla Tomney is a liar saying without the royal photography, set up pictures like Harry and Meghan's will not be possible. 2 years later, and they're still trying to recreate it. Okay, so why aren't they setting them up for the other duo who seem too desperate to recreate other people's moment? Okay, there's this. I know it's the Bahamas, but who put William in that shade of blue pants? His team hates him. Okay, his team hates him. They have to. Okay, honestly, it could have been worse though. At least he's not wearing Bermuda short with socks and slippers. My husband and I always laughing at this. We see some people wearing socks and slippers. Silver lining people, silver linings. Okay, why does William act so awkward in the rain? Is he afraid he's melting or something? Is that why he won't share umbrella? What is he, a cat? Okay, if they took William out of the photo, it might be okay. That is true. Alright, if anyone can capture an awkward raining photo, it's Samir. Alright, let's go back. There's more comment, but I think that's it. This is where they say if they take William out of this, it would be a good picture. But the thing is that what I see here when I look, why did he had to sit closer to where he has to go indoor. Kate should have been on that side and William should have been on the other one walking around. But anyway, so that's it. Let me answer the prayer that I did already, and so that these were the 3 tweets that I didn't finish. I had to go wake up the kids. So that's it. Prayer. Let's do prayer for freedom. Prayer for freedom. I might add something in between if I get a chance to record, because now I really need to stop and wake up the kids, and I have 1, 2, 3 more tweets to share with you, but I'm doing the prayer now. All right. Lord, remind me of my identity in you when I am tempted to bitterness. Help me to overcome by the power of your love and grace. Set me free, Father, free from bitterness and free for grace in Jesus' powerful name. I pray, amen. All right, let's do an image. Come on. All right, let's do, my eyes went into this one. Dear God, thank you for all the servicemen and women who risk their lives for freedom, for security, for the future. May you bless them, bless their families, and keep them safe. For the ones that have lost their lives in service, we ask that you give their families peace and comfort. We pray for provision. We pray for protection for all in Jesus' name. Amen. I want to say much more, but I need to stop. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you.